Got another travel journal to show you. This one's a lot similar to the one I showed you before, but I did another one, so I thought I'd show it to you. Again, it's a 4.5 by 6.5 bind it all album with chipboard covers and a 1-inch ring, and it's called You and Me in Washington D.C., which was a trip that we went on, April 10th to 13th, 2015. So to do the cover for this, I used mainly the We Are Memory Keepers Captured Collection journaling card, because that set came with, like, I don't know, 150 cards or something. It came with a ton of cards, and I've been trying to use them up. So this just seemed like a chance to probably use up, 10 or 20. I don't know how many are in here. I didn't have a larger sheet to cover the paper that matched, so I took one that was like a pale yellow, and I just used my mustard seed distress paint with a baby wipe, and I just put a sheer coat on, and now it matches. And then I just cut these little strips out of a scrap I had left over from the Black Currant die cuts with a view stack. But this is one of the We Are Memory Keeper journaling cards. These and this, they're all cut from those same journaling cards. And then I also had a Snap Simple Story sticker sheet that I used quite a lot in this book, so that's where these alphas and this little tab came from. I just put an enamel dot. I have like so many teal thickers. Somehow I ended up with 3 packs of teal thickers, and so I was really happy I got a chance to use some of them up in this album. And I had these Making Memories flower die cuts that are glitter, and one of the dots that came with the thickers fit in the middle just perfectly. So so I used that as well, because it was we were there during the cherry blossom week, so I thought a cherry blossom would be perfect. I just wrote in the year with my hand and a marker, and these are just some Martha Stewart alphas to spell Washington, D.C. So let's take a look inside. So I just started journaling right away on the inside cover. I just used another sheet of pattern paper to line the inside covers and some washi tape. I always like to start my albums with a selfie, so I can just remember how old we were when I look back on this and just remember it well. And I used tabs to mark the dates. So Friday, April 10th was the first one. And then just, this is just a 4x6 journaling card, and I just stick my photos in. I rounded the corners where they were next to a rounded corner, and I used quite a bit of washi tape this time, and just printed out my captions, cut them out, and stuck them down. It's, like I said, it's the fastest way to journal captions that I know, because I just print them all out at once, cut them all down, out, and stick them all down. And then I just used some scraps of paper sometimes to mat them. This is one of the Snap Story stickers. I ended up using one Mambi sticker in the whole thing, and that says Good Morning Washington D.C. So it's just like a picture of our first impression when we were there, a little more washi. That's from the Smashbook tape. And these are all Snap Simple Story stickers. They're all from the same sticker sheet, and I just found they matched these journaling cards well. Did some black washi tape on both sides to sort of match these up. Sorry, I'm a little crooked there. This was a business card from the restaurant where we were. We had this weird thing called a pour-on that you fill with beer, and you actually hold it as far from your face as you can when you drink from it. So I just took a picture of my friend when he was trying to do it. And I just tucked the journaling card in behind, or not journaling card, the business card in behind. More stickers, more pictures. This picture I had to climb way up to the 3rd floor, and I took like an eagle's eye view of what we were seeing. So this was the expo. We actually went there to run a 10-mile race. So you'll see a lot of that in this book. So then the next restaurant we went to was an Asian restaurant. I cut this out of the chopstick paper thing. They had the name of the restaurant, Asian 9. And then I just did a collage of this one using Instacollage, the app. All these pictures were taken in the dark because it was a dark restaurant. So I found I had to lighten it up, and I use what's the app I used for that? Perfectly Clear, it's called. And then I ran it through a couple Instagram filters until it was finally like bright enough and the colors were okay. And I think it turned out all right. It's not perfect, but it's better than dark photos. And then we went for a walk after dinner, so I just used 2 3x4 journaling cards. I put some washi tape, it looks like, on that one. I just put some pictures of the things that we saw on our walk. And this is my husband. And so my husband has a friend with the exact same name as him, and we are Canadian and he is American, and we saw this plaque that was all about the friendship between Canada and the US, so they just took this silly picture of them shaking hands in front of that picture. So I like him because he's always down for a funny picture. He takes goofy pictures with us all the time. So we saw the White House. This one's a 4x6 card that I cut down because I just had the one photo for it. And then I put the tab for the next day because this is the first thing we did on the next day. On the back I cut a tab out that says the words "Be You." And it's just a picture of me and a lion we saw. And then this is a like cut out a piece of ephemera from the restaurant. It's another 4x6 journaling card, more captions, more photos. These little pictures, like sometimes I'll go through and all the little pictures I want, I'll print them out 8 at once, and then I can just add them in the book as I go. So I just print 8 out on one 4x6 sheet with my Canon Selfie. Yeah, my Selfie got a workout with this one. I think I used the whole cartridge. There's so many pictures. These are again cut out of like a menu from the restaurant. More washi tape on this one just to cover up some of the details and give it a little bit more interest. And then on race day, these are more of the Snap Simple Story stickers. Another tab, our view when we first woke up. My husband was kind enough to take lots of pictures of me while I was running because he runs at a slower pace so that he can go with me, so it gives him lots of time to take photos. This is, I have nightmares about this bus. It's the bus that follows you on your race, and it picks you up if you're too slow and drives you to the finish line, and I always feel like I'm running away from that bus. So we did see it once, so I got my husband to snap a photo. Picture of us and our friends at the finish line. More washi tape to bring them together. Our official race photo. More of the Snap Story stickers. This was cut out of a journaling card. Then here we all are at brunch. Another little tiny picture. Picture, it was nap time. I used lots of washi tape on this one. I had a lot of things I wanted to just kind of cover up. And more of the Snap Simple Story stickers. Like, these all came from the same sheet, so I think they carry through pretty cohesively. I took a selfie the next morning because we were just sitting around waiting for the museum to open. Another date tab, more of the Snap stickers. And then I just took a few pictures of some of the interesting things we saw in the museum. They have much more impressive things, like the Hope Diamond's in there, and, you know, Marie Antoinette's earrings are in there. But I took pictures of those last year. This year I just took pictures of like some really interesting things we saw. And then the last part of it is my journal, and so I needed to make a pocket for it, and I decided last time I stuck it to the back cover. This time I wanted to stick it to the rings, so I ended up using a paper bag. I don't think it's perfect, like it didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted, but it's doing the job. So it's a paper bag. I sealed it with some washi tape, and just put a journaling card to cover it on that side, and same thing on this side, a little more washi tape. And then this is my travel journal. It's the same paper as the, I find these things hard to close. It's the same paper as the back cover. Treated the same way with the mustard seed distress paint. And then I just did some calligraphy on these to write travel journal, and that's just scraps of a journaling card, some washi tape to cover the staples in the back, or no, actually I sewed this one. And then inside is my journal. So I just, while I'm traveling, I just type and type and type. So you can see my stitching is right there. I think it's called a saddle stitch. Yeah, every evening I just write up what we get up to that day, and then when I get home I print it out using Microsoft Word booklet printing, and then I end up with a little book. And it lives inside my journal, so I don't lose it. And then this paper had some cherry blossoms on it, which I just thought was perfect. So that is my travel journal. Next time I hope to do something different, but this time I just wanted to use up some of those cards pretty bad, so that's what I came up with. Thank you so much for watching.